Hi dear, welcome Reggie Academy Kamareddy. This is Madhusudan, senior lead faculty in our academy. Okay, the last class we are completed in prokaryotic cells. We are already total we are completed. Now this is the ninth day. Today we have to discussing about that eukaryotic cells, right? So we will start the topic. All the living organisms they are made up of prokaryotic or eukaryotic cells. Here today we have to discussing about that name is that eukaryotic cell. Okay. Here this is the Greek word. Eukaryotic. These are the basic class. Directly we are entering to the topic. Okay, right. How they are classified means, based on the nuclear membrane, the cells are divided prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Here, the eukaryotic cells, it can contain that true nuclear membrane. So, U means true, the meaning of true. Karyotic means, karyon means nucleus. Okay, true nucleus. Which cells they are contain that true nucleus envelope. So that type of cells is called also eukaryotic cells. The first time Robert Hooke, they have discovered that eukaryotic cells in the Quercus suber cells. Okay, Quercus suber plant. Right. So this is the structure of eukaryotic cell. This is the diagram of eukaryotic cell. So today we have to discussing about the structures of the cells. Okay, here the cell, it can contain that various parts. Mainly here the cell, first of all the definition of cell is that cell is structural and functional unit is called also cell. Okay, and here this is the cell biology means the discussion of biochemical or physical activities of the cell system is called also cell biology. Okay, right. So this is the cells, right? Today we have to discussing about the structure of cells, right? So the mainly here the cell, it can contain that the eukaryotic cell, it can contain that the first part is that cell wall. And the second one is that protoplasm. These are two parts are it can present. Then again the protoplasm, it can divide it. Protoplasm and cytoplasm. Again the cytoplasm, it can divide it. Cytosol and cell organelles. Okay, various types of the cell organelles are present into this cell system. So such type of organisms, or the first organelles is that plastids. Second one is that mitochondria. Third one is that ribosomes. Fourth one is that endoplasmic reticulum. Fifth one is that Golgi complex. And inorganic substances, so like that number of inorganic substances also it can present inside of these skeletal bodies. And then the major important organelle is that nucleus. These are very most important organelles of in this cell structure, right? So one by one we have to discussing the first. So here now the first structure is the cell wall. The first structure is that cell wall. Okay, so here this is the structure of cell wall. These three parts. Okay, so the cell wall is made up of three components. One is that primary cell wall, second one is that middle lamella, and the third one is that secondary cell wall. Right, these are the main components it present into that cell wall. So here this part, it is called also middle lamella, and this is the primary cell wall, and secondary cell wall in beneath of this primary cell wall, it can present into that small one single layer, it present in this case. So such type of organism, it is called cell wall, right, between of these two membranes. Okay, one by one we have to discuss it. Right, so first one is that middle lamella. Okay, this is the first one is that middle lamella. The middle lamella, it can made up of calcium carbonates and magnesium ions. Calcium carbonates and magnesium, and pectin also it can present into that these middle lamella. So here the middle lamella, between of these two primary cell walls, this all the cells are mesophilic cells, and here one more cell it can present at these cases. So here the between of these two cells, okay, it present into that middle lamella, and here between of two cells it can contain one specific matrix like of the structure, and so this is the, it is called also middle lamella. Right, this one it is that middle lamella. This middle lamella just it act as a just like cement like of the structure. So means calcium carbonatic structure. Okay, calcium carbonatic structure, and this is the middle lamella. Right, and this is the middle lamella, the carbonic structure. These are it attached with the two adjacent cells. It is used for the, it attached with the two adjacent cells. This is called also middle lamella. Right, so this is the very important. And here the lamella, it can made up of small cellulolytic microfibers are present in this middle lamella. With the help of that microfibrillar cell fiber, cellulotic fibrils is called plasmadesmatous. That is called plasmadesmatous. With the help of plasmadesmatous, two adjacent cells it attached each together, and the plasmadesmatous are it useful for that the transportation of food and water, mineral nutritions. Yeah, water and food and mineral nutritions, these are useful for the plasmadesmatous. Right, so this is the calcium carbonatic ionic part. This is called also middle lamella. Right, this is the first part, and the second one is that cell wall. This is the primary cell wall. This is called also primary cell wall. The beneath of this middle lamella, one layer, it is called primary cell wall. So here the primary cell wall, it acts as a permeable. This is act as a permeable, and here the such type of fungal cells, they can made up of polysaccharidic cells, polysaccharidic cells, that is chitin. So the fungal cell, it made up of cells, cell wall is made up of chitin, and algal cell, it made up of cellulosic fibers. Okay, and cellulosic fibers and protein and lipids, right? And here the plant cell, the higher plant cell, it made up of such type of components, these type of components like that cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin. So these type of the particles or it can components are it made up of the primary cell wall, and this is act as a permeable activity, and these are it useful for the transportation of ionic organelles. Okay, and so here this is the primary cell wall. This primary cell wall, it gives to the protection to that inside organisms, inside organelles. It gives the protection. Okay, right. So this is called also primary cell wall. And primary cell wall also, it can contain network like cellulolytic microfibrils are present. Microfibrils are present in this primary cell walls. Okay, with all these it can made up of in a zigzag network manner, right? So this is called also primary cell wall. And then the next one is the secondary cell wall. Here all the secondary cell wall, it can deposition of, means here the cell wall, it can made up of the secretion of cytoplasm. So here the secondary cell wall, it made up of secretion of cytoplasm. So this is the red dots, is that this is cytoplasm, and all the cytoplasm it can present inside of the cells. Okay, right, this is the cytoplasm, and here the cytoplasm, it secretes that cell wall. The cell wall, it can grown up inside beneath of this primary cell wall, beneath of this primary cell wall. Here this is called also primary cell wall. This is the secondary cell wall. The secondary cell wall, it found in between of cell membrane and the primary cell wall. Between of primary cell wall and cell membrane. So that is called also secondary cell wall. The secondary cell wall also, it can contain that small network like of the fibrils, cellulotic fibrils also it present at this secondary cell wall also, right? So this is the second cell wall system. And how the growth of the cell walls means, mainly there are the two types of the growths are it can present. One is that into suspension, and second one is that apposition or secretion. This is called secretion. Means here into suspension means here the cytoplasm, it secretes several type of calcium carbonatic and pectin type of the products. Then here the between of the, when it is opens or it can present in this between of this place here, the components are they are deposited. So such type of is called also growth is called also into suspension. Okay, and the apposition secretion means here the above layer, the secondary cell wall, the above below layer, one layer is formed, the total layer is formed, that is called also apposition. And here some type of the cell wall, some types of the cells, they are in a suberized. Some cells are it can suberized. The suberin type of the product deposition of cell walls. Okay, and here some places they are loose of suberized. Such places the holes, the tiny pores are it can present onto the cell walls. Here this like of the pores are it can present all the cell walls. This type of the pores are present. With help of these pores, all the microfibrils are it attached to the adjacent cells. Either adjacent cells or they are attached to each to other. Here also the pore is present with help of fibrils. So here the plasmodesmata are interconnected with two adjacent cells. Okay, right. So here the cell wall secondary cells, and it can contain the small pore like of the structures. These structures is called also pits. Okay, mainly here the cell wall, it can contain two types of the pits are present. One is that simple pits. Second one is that bordered pits. Simple pits means here this is the simply round shaped of pits, or it is called simple pits. Here the diameter of these pits, it is uniform. Okay, there is no border is present. Such type of pits is called also simple pits. And bordered pits means here this is diameter is various types, like that this type of the pits or it can present. The oval shape type of the pits are present. Oval shape. And here the diameter is various lengths is present. And here the central part, it can contain that the small like this like of structure. So this is called also torus. This structure it is called also torus. This type of pits is called bordered pits. This is the simple pits. And here one more point is that here the secondary wall, it can made up of 3 layers. One is that the outer layer is S1 layer, the middle layer is S2 layer, and the inner layer is S3 layer. In these 3 layers, here the S2 layer, it can contain number of pits, and here the number of cellulolytic microfibrils are present. Microfibrils are present in S2 layer. This is the middle layer. Okay, so this is the structure of primary cell wall, secondary cell wall, and then middle lamellum. Right, this is the structure of cell wall. Then now next one is that protoplasm. The next part is that protoplasm. So here the inside of the gel-like semi-solid fluid structure is, all this structure is called also protoplasm, and excluding of nucleus. That liquid type of it is called protoplasm. Then again the protoplasm, it can divide it several components, and one is that cell membrane, and cytosol, and cell organelles. These are 3 components are present in the protoplasm. Okay, right. The first one is that cell membrane. Here the beneath of this secondary cell wall, that is called also cell membrane, and here the cell membrane, it found in that between of secondary wall and cytoplasm, such like a one small one layer is present. This layer it is called also cell wall, cell membrane, and this membrane it made up of number of lipids and proteins, carbohydrates, and here this is the lipids or polyglycerolipids. It present in the form of polyglycerolipids, and proteins also present, and carbohydrates are present. This plasma membrane, it acts as a semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. Okay, and semi-permeable membrane means here this is act as a, it pass through that ions in external to internal to external sides. Such character is called semi-permeable. Means here the ions are selectively ions are, they are passed through inside of the cell membranes. That is called also semi-permeable membrane. And this is the lipids. And here the lipids are, there are the hydrophilic and hydrophilic type of lipids are present. And here the lipids, it can contain 2 parts. One is head and another part is tail. The head part, it can lie towards that cell wall side, and this is hydrophilic, and hydrophobic tail is, it lie towards inside of cytoplasm. Hydrophobic. This type of the lipids are present, And here the proteins are also it can present in the cell membrane, that is structural proteins, carrier proteins are present, and intrinsic extrinsic proteins also they are present into that cell membrane. And several type of carbohydrates like that inorganic substances also present in this cell membrane. The main function of cell membrane is it acts as a semi-permeable membrane. So this is the part of cell membrane, the green colored part, it is called also cell membrane. Where we have to see in that perfect manner of the cell membrane means the plasmolized cell. When the cell is undergoes to the plasmolized cell, we have to see in perfect manner of cell membrane. These all the cells are we cannot visible without help of any microscopes. We can see that all the cells are with using of different types of microscopic particles, right? So this is the cell membrane, okay? And the next one is that cytosol. The next part is that cytosol. The cytosol means here this is the semi-solid liquid fluid gel like structure is called also cytosol. And here the cytosol, it can contain the two types of cytosol it present, endocytosol and ectocytosol. Ectocytosol and endocytosol is present. Endocytosol is present. So here the external side of that, external side like that cytosol, it is called also ectocytosol. Internal side, the towards into the central part, so the type of cytosol it can contain, it is called also endocytosol. And these cytosol, it can contain various types of inorganic substances, proteins, carbohydrates, starch, lipids, everything organelles, and the remaining all the cell organelles are present inside of the cytosol, okay? And in this cytosol, it can made up of, it can contain 89 to 94% of water is present, and lipids also present in 1 to 5%, and proteins also it can present into 1 to 5%, and remaining inorganic substances are present into the 2%. Between of these 2%, and it can present all the organelles and components or it can present. And here right, endosol and ectosol, this is called also cytosol, okay, right? And then next part is that cell organelles. Cell organelles. The first cell organelle is that plastids. Now we have to discussing about the plasmids. Plastids. Plastids, okay. So here the term first, the term is coined by the scientist name is that Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel is the first scientist. This term is coined by that plastids, okay. Mainly here the plastids are, there are colorless plastids or it can present. One is that aleuroplast and leucoplast. Aleuroplast and elioplast are present. Elioplast are present. So these plastics are there are stored in a food materials. Stored in a food materials. So leucoplasts are they can stored in the food materials in the starch. So here the food materials are stored in the starch. Aleuroplasts are proteins. Elioplasts are fats. These type of the plastics are it's stored in a various type of food products are stored inside of these plastics. And another plastics also present, that plastics are xanthophylls. and carotenoids also present. Carotenoids also it present. The xanthophylls, it can show these two plastids are colorful plastids. So this is the red color. It can shows that red color, and this is yellow and orange colors. So for example, some types of the fruits are they can show that yellow and orange colors. Why means that fruits are it can contain these xanthophylls. So for example, Capsicum frutescens and Lycopescum esculentum. Okay, and these two types of the organelles it can shows that red color means here this is the carotenoids. Okay, these are two types of the plastids are present, and one more special plastid is present all living plant cells. One is that chloroplast, that is the chloroplast. The first time the chloroplast is discovered by the scientist name is the Schimper. He is first discovered the chloroplast. So this is the structure of chloroplast. So mainly the chloroplast are they are present into the disc shapes and oval shape of plastids are present. These are colorful plastids, and these chloroplast it can shows that green color. All mesophytic cells it can contain that these chloroplastic cells, and most of each and every cell it can contain 30 to 40 chloroplast, and only one chloroplast it can present into that species is that Spirogyra venkatramani. That species it can contain that only one chloroplast is present, and Chlamydomonas also it can present only one chloroplast. Just I will draw that one rough diagram of chloroplast. We are already seen in this plant cell, this diagram. This is the rough diagram, right? Okay, this is the rough diagram of chloroplast structure, and mainly here they can present into all mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells or it can present into that 40 to 50 chloroplasts are present. Only the Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra venkatramani. These two species contain that only single chloroplast, and the chloroplasts are present in a different types of shapes. So for example, these Spirogyra it can contain that ribbon shape of chloroplast is present, Chlamydomonas disc shape, and some of the oval shape. Normally all the mesophyll cells it can present into that disc shape of chlorophylls, and it can contain oval shapes also. Okay, so this is the rough diagram of chloroplast. The structure of chloroplast is that the chloroplast it can contain double membrane organisms. These are double membrane. This membrane it is called outer membrane, and this is called also inner membrane. Between of these two membrane it can contain that periplastidial place. Periplastidial place it can present. Periplastidial place is present, and here in the periplastidial place they can poured in a fluid like of the structure, fluid form, and this is the periplastidial structure, and inside it can present in the one large size of lumen. That lumen is called also stroma. This is called stroma, and here the stroma it can contain semi-solid fluid structure, and also the cytoplasm. Here the stroma, it can present into that 70S ribosomes, 70S ribosomes, and 3 types of RNAs, and DNA also it can present. The DNA is that circular, DNA is circular, and double-stranded DNA is present in this chloroplast. Because of these reasons here, the chloroplast it is called also semi-autonomous organelle. Semi-autonomous organelle. It is called semi-autonomous organelle. Why means here? They can involve in the replication process. Okay, and also here in this chloroplast it can contain number of photosynthetic enzymes. Okay, and this is the stroma part. All this is contained that stroma, and here one sacs like of the bunch of sacs it can present. This is the sacs like of the structure. This is called also granas. Grana, and the individual granas is called also, this is individual granas is called thylakoid. Thylakoid, this is very important part of chloroplast. Means here the chloroplast is involved in the process of photosynthesis. It involved in that photosynthesis. We know what is that photosynthesis. We already discussed in that first or second class, right? Here this is the main place, the center part between of this thylakoid place, the open place it is called lumen. This place it is called lumen. The lumen is that reservoir of H plus protons. And here the membrane of this lumen it can contain number of reaction centers. And chlorophylls. Here the chlorophyll A, the molecular formula is that C55H72O5N4Mg. We will discussing of molecular structure in later classes, right? So this is the molecular formula of chlorophyll A, and here the membrane of lumen. Here the thylakoid membrane, it can contain number of reaction centers like the PS1 and PS2. PS1 and PS2 reaction centers are it can present, and here this lumen it can stored in the form of energy in ATP. So here the chloroplast it involved in the formation of assimilatory energy. That assimilatory energy it can stored in the form of ATP and plus NADPH. Okay, so this is the chloroplast structure, and here each and every thylakoids it interconnected with the stroma lamellas or grana lamellas. Like that, this is called also stroma lamellas or grana lamellas. Okay, and here which thylakoid it attached to that this lamellas, that is called also appressed stromas, and this is non-appressed, this is appressed thylakoid. Means here interconnected between of two thylakoids, that is called also appressed, and here there is not interconnected. So for example, this is the center part, this is non-appressed thylakoid, right? So this is the main structure of chloroplast. Okay, structure of chloroplast. Their main function is the chloroplast it involved in the process of photosynthesis. Okay, right. So here in this case here the light reaction it involved in this granas place, and then the dark reaction it involved in stroma's place. This is very important point. So here the light reaction, okay, it involved in grana, and the dark reaction it involved in stroma. Okay, so this is the light and dark reactions are it present with center of this lumens. Okay, Right. This is the structure of chloroplast. And then next part is that mitochondria. Next organelle is that mitochondria. Okay, next is that mitochondria. So we will discuss. Next part is that mitochondria. Next one is that mitochondria. Okay, this is the rough diagram of mitochondria. The first time the scientist Kolliker, he described these mitochondria, and the Altman given the name of these mitochondria in bioplast. Then Benda, the scientist of Benda, is given that mitochondria. So the mitochondria's other name is that powerhouse of the cells, and chloroplast is storehouses of the cells. This is the powerhouse, and this is also chloroplast and mitochondria. These are double membraned organisms. And this is a saucers like of the structure and cylindrical or disc shape of structure, like that. This is the one saucers type of the structure, and this is 0.1 to 5.0 micrometers in length, and 0.1 to 4.0 micrometers in length. Okay, so here this is the length is present. And the structure of mitochondria is that this is double membrane, and membrane it can contain two membranes. This is outer membrane, this is inner membrane. Between of these membranes it can contain perimitochondrial place is present. This is perimitochondrial place. The perimitochondrial place it can contain semi-solid gel-like of the fluid is present. The fluid it can contain that 70 S ribosomes, and 3 types of RNAs are present, and DNA is double-stranded and circular DNA is present. Double-stranded and circular DNA is present in this semi-solid fluid-like structure. And these in this fluid's place, it involved in the process of transcription and translation. Transcription and translation process. It involved in transcription and translation processes. And here the inner membrane it gives that number of invaginations. This type of invaginations it gives to that number of invaginations. This invaginations is called cristae. And at the place of cristae, they are present in that oxysomes and peroxisomes or C0 and F0 particles are present. The particles it can contain one head and tail is present. Head and tail is present in these peroxisomes. And these are very much involved in the respiratory process. Okay, and this is the structure of mitochondria, and these sources like of the structure and disc-shaped structure. In central part, it can contain number of DNAs and respiratory enzymes, all these type of the enzymes. And here, the mitochondria and double membrane structures are only it can present into the prokaryotic cells. And here in this cell organelles it can contain 70 S ribosomes and 80 S ribosomes. The mitochondrial cell it is called also semi-autonomous cells. It is called also semi-autonomous cells. This is the structure of mitochondria. Okay, so right, this is the eukaryotic cell. Once again I recapitulate all in 5 minutes. Okay, right, eukaryotic cells. U means true, karyon means nucleus. Which cell it can contain true nuclear membrane, that is called also eukaryotic cells. And eukaryotic cells, it can contain cell wall and cytoplasm. Cell organelles are present. The cell wall, there are three types of the cells are present. One is medilamellar, primary cell wall, secondary cell wall. Okay, this is secondary cell wall, and cell membrane, cytoplasm, and different types of cell organelles are present. Okay, so this is the basic points of eukaryotic cells. Thank you, one and all.